What's up, Everyday Athlete Podcast Network listeners? Thank you for joining me today on what is going to be a solo mission. I wanted to catch everybody up to date on 2026 as we start to round out the year. But before I do that, I want to be able to remind all of us and all of you that our audience and our network doesn't happen unless we have all of you guys subscribing, rating, and reviewing all of our shows on your favorite podcast platform. And if you're listening to us on Spotify, and a lot of you are, and I'll tell you how I know that in a minute, please be sure to comment on any one of the episodes that you listen to, because that really does help us with our algorithm, helps us in getting our shows into more people's ears, and we have great stories to tell and great stories to share. So make sure you smash that subscribe. Make sure you rate us at 5 stars. If you want to give us anything less than 5 stars, please do me a favor and email me, jason@runtrimag.com, and let me know how we can earn that 5th star from you. And then also share it with all your family and friends. So 2026, but before we start that, 2025. Spotify Wrapped came out today, which is December 3rd. You guys will hear this on December 10th. But unbelievable what you guys have done for us. And that when I say us, I'm including Joe Hardin, who is the host of Beyond the Finish Line and my co-host on What's in Your Earbuds, which is just a great time. We get so much live contribution from our community on that show. Make sure you check it out. The next episode's on December 15th, live at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Anyway, Enduring Minds with my co-host Evan Birch has been phenomenal. We just recorded episode 7 of season 2, or episode 8 of episode 9, of season 2 today. That'll be coming out on January 7th. Then Food Fight Friday at the Aid Station, presented by 7 Summit Snacks. Adam Lee and we spend about 15, 20 minutes with a guest, giving them 3 foods that they probably would never have considered on a trail race, on a bike ride, or on a marathon, that they're going to have to pick to eat, one to toss and one to carry at this Aid Station. And it is hilarity to the 10th level. Make sure you check that show out as well. Joe does host his own show, Beyond the Finish Line. He's got great guests that come on and they share their stories and they get personal with him. And it's amazing to see how that has all evolved. And I'm super proud of the work that he has done. It has made me step up my game with this particular show, the Fireside Chat. This was our original show before there was even an idea of the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network. And it has grown tremendously. We are, I think, somewhere in the vicinity of 200 plus episodes with this particular show, the Fireside Chat. We talk to everyday athletes like you, and we want to know how you got started, why you keep going. This stuff is hard. You could easily be playing checkers or chess. You could join a book club, but you chose to do something hard, and I want to know why. Why do you keep doing it? What keeps bringing you back? Sometimes we're going to talk about burnout. We're going to talk about injury from it all. We're going to talk about fears of taking on new distances or new paces and all the things in between. And it's the reason why this is called the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network. And I'm really proud of that name, by the way. It's just super cool to know that we're going to be reaching you, the audience member, who might be at the front of the pack, might be in the middle of the pack, might be at the back of the pack, but you're an everyday athlete. You've got responsibilities, family, friends, work, everything in between that you have to handle, in addition to getting out and doing your training. So where am I going with all of this? And why am I so excited to be talking to you about it today? It's because, like I said, Spotify Wrapped came out December 3rd, and the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network has had some tremendous growth beyond my wildest imagination. And I check this stuff every day, folks. I look every day at our numbers, and maybe the strength and the growth of it just blew my mind while we were going through it and didn't notice it. But here's some information for you. 999% increase in new audience. That's crazy. Like, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. If you do it during the live show, awesome. If you listen on Spotify, Apple, or any other podcast network, thank you. But for Spotify listeners, 999% new audience is crazy. Our increase in followers for this year is 189%, which is the lowest number of the three numbers that I'm going to present to you, because the next one is listening time. That is up 192%. I am blown away. Like, we do this stuff because we have fun with it. And we want to have an impact on the endurance sports world. And the fact that you're listening to it to this level is outstanding. And I can't thank you enough. We do the shows live, by the way. And thank you to Joe Hardin, who has chimed in. He said he's proud to have me, your host, Jason Bahamundi, as a friend, mentor, biz partner, confidant. I'm going to add these next few in: meme sharer, gift tosser, all of those kinds of things. If you could see our phones, they are probably always buzzing with ideas and memes and gifts going back and forth. And that includes Derek Sproul, who has been a phenomenal partner to us in terms of supporting everything that we do, and Santino Williams, who is the community manager for Run, Try, Bike. It's constant. It never ends, the exchanges that we do. Ostrich Running, thank you for joining us, and I appreciate your positive comment. It says amazing. The work that you're doing is amazing. Watching you running and using the Alethea Run device is inspiring. You don't know this and you don't know me, but I'm training for my first marathon in 14 years. And when I watch your reels on Instagram, I get excited about it all. So thank you for what you do. And thank you for joining me today. And on Facebook, my sister, thank you so much for being proud of me. It's that means a lot. This podcasting thing, like, I would never have guessed this is where I would be. Although I will say this, when I was a kid growing up, I thought I would be a great baseball broadcaster. So maybe this is my, instead of doing that, this is what I'm doing. But anyway, the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network, we don't get to those numbers without the support of our audience. So please, once again, subscribe, rate, review. If you're using Spotify, comment, share it with your friends, share it with your barista, share it with your Uber driver, share it with the grocery store checkout clerk. I don't care who you share it with. Share it with them and watch them press the 5-star button. Please, it means a lot. Yes, Ostrich Running. You might say it's super kind of me, dude. It's just me being honest. I love watching you. It really does make a big difference. So keep doing it. It's a lot of fun to watch you. So I have some stuff that I'm going to make some announcements for all of us here today, which if you're watching live is awesome. And if you're listening on the 10th, you're going to be about 5 days ahead of schedule. We have been talking about the Everyday Athlete Clubhouse Run Club Tour. It's something that has come to mind for a while now. Lori had the idea. I sat on it for who knows how long. But we're going to unveil the cities that we're going to be going to, the races we're going to be participating in. And I'm hoping that we are giving you enough time to come and hang out with us at some of these runs. The goal for us is to get into these races and participate in them for sure. But the other thing is we want to do some shakeout runs. We want to do some coffee and conversation. We want to have dinner with you guys, or lunch or snacks. You know, we love Oreos. We want to come and hang out with you guys. So for the most part, Santino and myself will be crisscrossing this country, trying to meet as many people as we can. And when Lori isn't working on her dissertation or the myriad of other things that she has going on, she's going to join us as well. And so we're going to have a crew going around. And the first place we're going to go is we're going to be heading to, you see it right there in the top right, the Oakland Marathon. That's going to be the first place we head. It is going to be the first marathon I run in 14 years. Standalone marathon. I've done 8 marathons at the end of Ironman events, so those don't technically count, I guess, since we're going to be doing a standalone marathon. Started training on November 30th already. It's a 16-week training plan to get me there. I did do some research. The average marathon time for a male who is 52 years old, which I will be here in a few, I won't tell you. Anyway, is somewhere between 4 hours, 13 minutes and 4 hours, 28 minutes. So average time is 4:15. Right now, that's the goal. But honestly, you know me better than that. The goal is breaking 4 hours. Honestly, you know me better than that. I'd like to be at 3:45. I have no idea what the course looks like. I've never run in Oakland before, but we're going to go and we're going to do our best to see what we can do and get down to 3:45, hopefully. I'm excited. 16-week training plan. That is going to be May 22nd, or excuse me, March 22nd, I believe is the actual day that the Oakland Marathon takes place. After the Oakland Marathon, we're going to be heading to Pittsburgh. We're going to be racing the Pittsburgh Marathon. Let me rewind. Let's go back to Oakland for a second. In Oakland, we're going to be hanging out with Coach Sabrina Lott. She is working with me and helping me find running shoe stores, running shops, coffee shops, places where we can all go and hang out with each other. So thank you, Coach Sabrina. Now, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is going to be, I believe it's May 3rd is the actual day. This will be stop number 2 on our trip throughout the country. I'm excited for it. It's East Coast in a way, Eastern time zone. How about that? We know a lot of people out in Pittsburgh. Taking a look at what they have on their website and the way they talk about the event is phenomenal. Val Porter, who is a huge supporter of Run, Try, Bike, the community and the Everyday Athlete Clubhouse, as well as to Lori and myself personally. We're going to be working with her to set up a shakeout run to make sure we've got a running shoe store to potentially do a panel discussion or coffee and conversation. And again, getting to the opportunity to meet as many people as we possibly can. I see Ryan Reynolds has joined us. And by the way, it's not that Ryan Reynolds. I wouldn't be that impressed if that guy joined, but our Ryan Reynolds has joined us on Instagram. Thanks for joining me, buddy. And my sister has now moved from Facebook to Instagram, so I can be thoroughly confused. She knows I'm getting older and the memory is slipping a little bit here. So anyway, stop number 2, Pittsburgh Marathon, May 3rd. If you are looking for a spring marathon and you can't make it to Oakland, it's short notice, 16-week training plan. I get it, but check out the Pittsburgh Marathon. Super excited to head out there. Depending on what happens in Oakland, maybe the numbers go from 345 goal to 344, 343, 342. Who knows? Maybe we could keep pushing the envelope. So that's going to be stop number 2 is going to be in Pittsburgh. Right after that, we are heading to Salt Lake City for the Salt Lake City Foothills Trail Race, which is put on by Josh Rosenthal, the founder of Borderlands and the Wilder app. Super excited to do that race. By the way, if you're a member of the Everyday Athlete Clubhouse, there is a 10% discount code for that event. All you have to do is go to the website and go to the Everyday Athlete Clubhouse article, get your discount code there. Or you can go into our Slack channel. And if you haven't gotten the invitation or it got lost, let me know. I will DM it to you. And we have all of our member perks within our Slack channel so that you can get your discount code of 10% for the Salt Lake City Foothills. I'm really excited about this. This is the one trail event that we're going to be racing. Santino and I are going to be racing the half marathon. It is a short turnaround from the Pittsburgh Marathon to the Salt Lake City Foothills Trail Race. So we're going to go down in distance. It is a half marathon is what we're going to do, but they do have a 10K. So they have a shorter distance there as well if you're interested in joining us. And it goes all the way up to 50 miles. So 10K, half marathon, 50K, and 50 miles at the Salt Lake City Foothills. And again, you get 10% off with being a member of the Everyday Athlete Clubhouse. By the way, it is 13.1 miles on the trails, and Santino told me that it's about 3,000 feet of elevation gain in that half marathon. So that short turnaround from Pittsburgh to Salt Lake City is going to have our legs probably screaming and crying as we make our way through the foothills. But I'm excited to get out to Salt Lake City and see what we can do out there. Put in some work, maybe get some elevation training before we head out there, and so vert training as well. Then once we leave Salt Lake City, we get to go home for a little while and rest and relax and get our bodies into shape, because from there we are heading to the San Francisco Marathon. And this event is sort of how this whole idea for the Everyday Athlete 2026 Run Club Tour got started. Last year, or this year, Santino raced the San Francisco Marathon with a hope of breaking 4 hours, and he just missed it. And when I saw him post it, I just reached out to him and I said, let's break 4 hours, dude. I will pace you at the San Francisco Marathon next year. Let's just register for it now and let's make it happen. Let's get you to that 4 hour goal. And so we are going to be in San Francisco, which is in July, for the San Francisco Marathon. I don't know the exact dates off the top of my head, but July of 2026, we are going to San Francisco to get Santino under 4 hours. And that is the focus, and that is the goal. That is everything about this Run Club Tour that we have going on. I have reached out to my friend Des Taylor Douglas, who some of you might remember from being on our Enduring Minds podcast. If you're an Everyday Athlete Clubhouse member, you may also remember him from our diversity and inclusion panel discussion we had. He is a rock star. Every time I reach out to him, he's quick to respond. We have great conversations. And so I'm going to be working with him to put together, again, another shakeout run, some coffee and conversation panel discussion out there in San Francisco. Ostrich running. Yes, that face. That is some good elevation at the Salt Lake City foothills race. I think it's exactly 2,800 feet, I think is what Santino said. So you're looking at what, 200 plus foot a mile. So I'll get to Runyon Canyon here in LA and put some work in over there, get some hill repeats. But anyway, so San Francisco, we're going to be putting in some work to get Santino under 4 hours there. I'll be honest with you, I have no doubt that we'll get it done. We'll have plenty of time to rest up from the end of the Salt Lake City race to the July race in San Francisco. And I know that he's putting in the work. I know this is a big goal for him. So I know that we're going to make our way through there and get him under 4 hours. Next stop, Pacific Northwest. We are heading to Seattle, and we're going to be doing an event called Beat the Birch. Lori introduced us event to myself when we were living in Seattle. We never got to race it. And then when we were in Phoenix for the Every Woman's Marathon, and we were trying to figure out what the last event, or not the last event, excuse me, but what an event is between this San Francisco Marathon and the last event, which we'll announce here in a second, was looking to go out to the Pacific Northwest because we have a lot of friends out there. P&W Dave just ran the Seattle Marathon. Super awesome dude. He set a PR out there. We all know and love Chrissy Murphy, who is one of our OGs on the What's in Your Earbuds podcast. So heading out to the P&W for Beat the Birch. And it is literally a race where you run and you try to make sure you stay ahead of Birch, which is a character that you're racing. Sort of if you think about Mr. Freeze for you baseball fans, where they try to go from the left field foul line to the right field foul line and beat Mr. Freeze. Essentially, that's what this is. So we're excited about that because it's a different type of event, a different approach to running. And I'm super excited to also head back to the P&W because honestly, folks, Seattle, top-notch city. If you've never been, figure out what you got to do to get up there. The food is fantastic. The people are great. And don't let anybody fool you about the weather. The weather is awesome too. It actually gets more sun up there and less rain than San Diego. So head up there. That race is in September. I think it's late August, early September. for that event called Beat the Birch. And we'll put all this stuff in the show notes and on our posts and stuff like that. Then the last one, I look at the smile on my face. I'm excited. Last event on the Run Club Tour of 2026 we'll be in Lebanon, Indiana for Joe Hardin's Hustle in the Heartland. I cannot tell you how fired up I am about this. I was talking to somebody else earlier today about the fact that Joe has done such a great job with Odd Duck Running, which is his running event company, and in getting the word out about Hustle in the Heartland in December, folks. And he actually started in November for a race that doesn't take place until October 10th. Other race directors, listen up to what he's doing. Pay attention to what he is doing. He's talking about a race that's 11 months from now. Registration is already set up. He's probably already got awards in the works. Like, do the things that he is doing. Hustle in the Heartland is going to be the party of the year for the Everyday Athlete Clubhouse and the Run Try Bike community. It is an 8-hour event. It is on a 1-mile loop. So trust me when I tell you, we're going to all be able to hang out, tell stories, laugh, crack jokes all along the way, eat all the snacks, do all the things. You know there's going to be music playing because we are the hosts of What's in Your Earbuds. So what we might have to do is tell Joe, have somebody who takes requests so that we can crank that out when we're out there racing for 8 hours. If you haven't seen the pictures, go check them out. Joe's got great images from last year. I know Christy D did the event, who's a fantastic person. Make sure you, TJ did the event as well. So make sure you check that out. It's going to be an awesome event. Please do everything you can to get out there. I know Joe says he's going to have pizza from Carmel, Indiana. Look, folks, I'm skeptical too, but we all got to take risks in our life. Let's see what happens. Maybe the pizza in Carmel, Indiana is fantastic. Who knows? But I do know this. It's going to be just an amazing event. We're going to have a blast. We're going to sing. We're going to dance. We're going to run for 8 hours and just get loopy. And then we're going to hand out awards to people that are going to be handmade by Joe, which, by the way, if you don't know, we are business partners in RTB Awards, and he does some great work out there. He just sent a picture of the Jackson County Ultras, which is taking place this upcoming weekend, award that he just finalized, and it's dope looking. So that is where we are with the Run Club Tour for 2026. We'll have an official unveiling on the 15th of December with a video and a post and a reel. But if you can get to any one of these locations, please do. I will, Joe, Early Bird 26. If I'm wrong, please type in the comments on Instagram, Early Bird 26 for Hustle in the Heartland on runsignup.com. Get yourself a discount code and make sure that you're going to be a part of it. Ryan, thank you so much. The tour is going to be amazing. I know you just recently posted about what race you're looking for. I know some of these are nowhere near your home, brother, but if you can get out to Pittsburgh, come hang out in Pittsburgh. We can talk Roberto Clemente. We can talk Barry Bonds. We can talk Andy Van Slyke. We can talk Bobby Bonilla. We can talk all of them. So come and hang out with us at the Pittsburgh Marathon if you can make it, dude. And yes, thanks, Joe. I did get it right. It is Early Bird 26, capital E in early, capital B in bird, and then the numbers 26. Early Bird 26 on runsignup.com. Make sure you get out there. Everyday Athlete Clubhouse is one of the things that we recently launched here at the Run Try Bike community. Yeah, apologize for laughing. Ryan Reynolds is a huge baseball fan, and he chimed in with Jason Bay from the Pirates. Yes, we could do this all day, dude, because I didn't include Jason Kendall either in that list of people. Roberto Clemente was another one we left out. Sid Bream, Kent DeCulvey. We could do this all day. We might turn this into a baseball podcast. Yeah, Ostrich Running, thank you so much for sticking around to hear the announcement. And thank you for following us and the team. We appreciate it. Go enjoy your run. Make sure you get that post out so we could check it out on Instagram when you do. Yes, let's talk baseball too. I love it. Although I don't know if Ryan Reynolds will invite anybody else into his fantasy baseball league, because he invited me and I wound up winning the whole thing. Anyhow, so the Everyday Athlete Clubhouse, this is something that we launched on August 15th. We have 110 Clubhouse members, and I am over the moon with that. I do have a goal to get to 150 by the end of this year. If you guys that are listening to this can share the link to the Clubhouse, let them know about what the Clubhouse is, what it stands for, all the things that we are doing within this Clubhouse. That would be greatly appreciated. And I'll help you and remind you. So the Everyday Athlete Clubhouse is $15 for a yearly membership or $25 for a lifetime. If you add our Enjoying the Journey or Enjoy the Journey hat is what it's called, it's an additional $25. So your yearly membership would go to $40 when you buy initially, and then it goes down to $15 again every year thereafter that. You won't pay $40 constantly, or you pay $50 for the lifetime membership and you get our Enjoy the Journey hat. It's got the awesome spotted leopard underneath it. It's got the Run Try Bike name on the back of it, and the spotted leopard right there on the hat as well. We got those from Folklore, and we are super happy with them. And by the way, we are running out of inventory. So if you want to become a member of the Clubhouse, do it now. If you want the hat, add that to the cart. Make sure you do it. So those are the prices. What comes with that? Well, you'll get a welcome box from me that will have discount codes from some of our marketing partners like Path Projects, which is offering 15% off of their gear. We have discount codes from Montaigne. We have discount codes from Seven Summit Snacks, which is one of our favorite nutritional products. We have discounts. So many. From the Salt Lake City Foothills race, we have a discount for them. We have a discount for Alethea Run, which is a device that will help you avoid injury. It sits on the small of your back. We did a podcast with Cooper Boydston, so make sure you check that out. Goes into all the details of Alethea Run. Super happy to be partnered with that team up there. So tons of discounts. H2O Audio. I ran with these today. The Tri2, which are great for swimming if you are a triathlete, but they sit on your bone conducting on your jaw there as well, and they're great for running. I ran with them on the treadmill today. The other ones I use are Ripped, which are earbuds that sit in your ear, and they come with a gasket that actually doesn't move, unlike your Apple AirPods. So I love their product, H2O Audio, and we get 20% off for members. So 15, 40, 25, 50, you're going to make that back on day one with what we have going on from our marketing partners. Beyond that, you have exclusive content. We have exclusive Everyday Athlete Clubhouse podcasts that we do. We're right now doing Party of Five, which is where Clubhouse members come on the show and they are inviting 4 people to a dinner party. And you're going to ask yourself, well, what does this have to do with running? Probably nothing. But that's the whole point of it. We want to grow community. We want to get to know each other. We want to get to be able to understand each other and be there for each other. So other brands are talking about community. We're building community, and that's the difference. So you get exclusive content on Instagram through our close friends. You get exclusive podcasts, exclusive articles. Members have been sharing articles. Kevin Shea recently wrote one. Mike Knapp recently wrote one. Ryan Reynolds has shared one on there as well. And they are awesome, and they are moving, and they are inspiring. But you can only get that if you're a member of the Everyday Athlete Clubhouse. Beyond that, we have merchandise that we have through the Sloth and Duck store, from t-shirts to coffee mugs to hats. I think I had my hat right here. We have you can get Joe's Odd Duck hat. Excuse me, I just knocked over my microphone. We have, I know Joe has a store on there for his Odd Duck running, so you have that hat. And then we have our What's in Your Earbuds hat as well. And if you're a member of the Clubhouse, every now and again, we'll do something special like beanies. And so we have our What's in Your Earbuds beanie that's out there. So you get some cool stuff that nobody else can get, such as What's in Your Earbud stickers, like this one from the Misfits. Well, they're not from them. We took it. Our guys at the Wu-Tang Clan, cassette tape, all of that stuff is available through the Everyday Athlete Clubhouse. Some of it are special deliveries for you folks who are making purchases through that. So in addition to that, what more? We have a Slack channel, and it is fantastic. Every day, people are in there sharing their wins, sharing their losses, celebrating with each other, providing a shoulder to cry on if need be. It's awesome. It is definitely one of the coolest things that we have going on because it's away from the noise of social media, and it's our private little community page where we get to talk about the things that are important to us without having to worry about being trolled or anything else like that. So join the Everyday Athlete Clubhouse. Again, $15 or $25, 40 or 50. One is for a yearly membership. One is for a lifetime membership. Then the next thing I want to talk about, and this is in the early stages, very, very early stages. We are looking at an Everyday Athlete Clubhouse Run, Try, Bike community retreat in Los Angeles in January of 2027. We are going into the planning phases now. Our goal is to be able to have 10 to 20 people come out to the West Coast, run along the Strand on Hermosa, Manhattan, El Segundo, Redondo beaches, go to our Saturday Stairs run club that we do every Saturday at the Hollywood Bowl. Go check out the sights and sounds of Hollywood and California, take a drive up to PCH, go to a restaurant in Malibu, and then just be able to relax and hang out with each other. It will have been after the holidays, after everybody's been through the ringer. And so it's an opportunity to come and hang out and relax. And so we're looking at doing that in January of next year, especially for the folks that might live in the northern part of the country or the Northeast where it gets super cold, ice, snow, coming out to the West Coast for a few days might be a welcome reprieve. And that's the goal. We're looking at working with some business partners to provide some giveaways, some gear, get you guys a big old swag bag that you can take with you back for all the memories that we're going to be getting created out here on the West Coast. So I am excited about that because I think it's the perfect way to sort of round out the run club tour by being able to sit back and relax and not put pressure on ourselves to have to participate in any event. If you want to run, great. If you want to bring your bike and cycle around here, fantastic. If you want to go swim in the ocean, do it. Just know that there will always be coffee. There will always be burritos. There will always be laughter and music playing at the house whenever you want it. And so we're going to be working on that and getting all of that stuff planned out here in the very near future, all laid out. I am over the moon ecstatic about where all of this is headed. And I'm going to wrap up with this. We couldn't get here without you guys. So thank you so much. Every time you comment, every time you like, every time you share, every time you engage with us in conversation, it means the world to me. I get super excited when I get comments. I get super excited when I get DMs. I get super excited when I get tagged in your posts. It just means the world to me. I get excited when I go to the Slack channel and it's like blinking that there's multiple threads that I need to pay attention to. It's all because I want to make sure that we all feel welcomed in this community. I want everybody to understand that they have a place here. I've said this more than once. We are the spot where you come here and we don't have a big enough table. We're not going to tell you to leave. We're going to go get the hammer, the nails, the wood, and we're going to build a bigger table so you can hang out and sit down with us and chat with us and laugh with us. And I don't care if you run a 6-minute mile or a 16-minute mile. I don't care if you run 5Ks or you run 250 miles. I don't care if you do super sprints or an Ironman. I don't care if all you want to do is ride your bike and never participate in an event. I love it all. You're active. You're getting out there. You're taking a risk and you're betting on yourself to do something that's really, really hard. And you should be applauded for it. And you should be commended for it. You shouldn't be told, well, you're not fast enough for our table. Well, you didn't run far enough for our table. We are building a bigger table to let you come and hang out with us. period, end of story. And every time somebody else comes into our community, what I love to see is the other members of the community engaging them and talking to them. If you don't think I see it, trust me, I do. I see when comments are shared. I see when people are talking to each other. As a matter of fact, I saw Stephanie Walsh comment on Hal Jankowski's How It All Started on Facebook when we posted it there. And she said, he's a great guy and a great friend. I have no idea, and I highly doubt that Stephanie and Hal knew each other before the Run Club community. Why do I think that? Well, one person lives in Colorado and the other person lives in Kentucky. So the chances of them running in the same Run Club are slim and none. And then putting them together like this, it's awesome. I know that members of our Run Tribe Bike community have hired coaches within our Run Tribe Bike community, and we have some great, fantastic coaches that are within our community as well. I tagged a few of them on Threads the other day. We're going to be trying to put something together for coaches. Speaking of which, I'm going to go back to the Everyday Athlete Clubhouse here for a moment in getting a coaches panel going. If you're interested in having a coaches panel or you're interested on being on the panel, please drop me a message and let me know that it's of interest to you. Again, for Everyday Athlete Clubhouse members, it is free to be a part of these Zoom panel discussions. If you're not part of the Everyday Athlete Clubhouse, it costs $10. So when I tell you that you can make your money back joining the Clubhouse in the blink of an eye, think about this. If you go to 3 panel discussions, that would cost you $30, or you could just become a lifetime member of 25. Like, the math is easy. We chose the price points that we chose so that people could have access to them. We're not here to price anybody out. And if you want to join the Clubhouse and the $15 or the $25 is too much, call me. Let me know. We'll figure something out. We want you in the Clubhouse, period, end of story. So Angela Hollowell has joined us. Melanin MVP is another show on the Everyday Athlete Clubhouse, or excuse me, Everyday Athlete Podcast Network, which was a major contributor to the growth that we had in 2025 and the growth that we're going to continue to have into 2026. If you don't know Melanin MVP, go check it out. Angela does great work. She is interviewing BIPOC female athletes for us. When we syndicate her show, that's what comes through us. But she also has another business called Please Hustle Responsibly, where she talks about content creation in this world, specifically for BIPOC content creators. And it is awesome. Yes, Angela said that her Spotify rap says that she gets more comments than most, and the reason, because of me. Listen, lady, if you're putting it out there and I'm listening to it, I'm commenting. You've done all the hard work. The easy work is for me to slap in a few sentences, please. You've done all the hard work, and I love the stories that you've been able to share through Melanin MVP and just the work that you're doing. Go check out her website. It's fantastic. She's working with watch parties for events, women sports events like the WNBA and the NWSL and other things. And she's working really hard to build up that community. So give Melanin MVP a follow, give Angela a follow. She does great work. And I am the beneficiary of her taking a risk, betting on herself, and reaching out to me. Like, she reached out to me on LinkedIn and said, hey, do you mind if we have a conversation? And I was like, yeah, you guys know me. I'll talk to anybody. I mean, I don't care who you are. I'm going to talk to you. And one conversation led to another. And before you know it, we have the pleasure of rebroadcasting / syndicating Angela's Melanin MVP podcast on the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network, which is super cool. And to see the growth that she has had with both Melanin MVP and Please Hustle Responsibly is phenomenal. I know that she hosts live events on Substack for content creators. I've been able to make it to one. I apologize, Angela. I'll try to make it to more. But the one I was in, what a learning experience. It was like getting an MBA in content creation in an hour, basically. So make sure you check that out. And pardon me, I'm going to read. Angela's typing in here. So she's got more fun stories coming soon, and she loves our network and shows. Thank you so much. And it's almost the 1 year anniversary of that second convo. Yeah, it's wild. It is wild how that second convo just came about, and I appreciate you doing it. And she says, and it's been a year of getting erratic text messages from her. But I have to tell you, like, there's nothing that makes me happier than when an entrepreneur, instead of keeping everything up here, hacks away on their phone and sends it to somebody else to have a conversation. Like, that's how collaboration and partnerships and growth happen. So thank you for doing that. Keep sending them. I love them all. I read it all. I pay attention to it all, and I don't respond right away because I want to take the time to think about it. Folks, this is what Run, Try, Bike is. This is what the Everyday Athlete Clubhouse is. It is people connecting with people, working with each other, lifting each other up, giving each other slaps on the back, giving each other the raw, honest truth. When you do something and it doesn't make sense, we're going to tell you as well, because we have your best interest in mind. So you can go and join any other club, but I'm telling you right now, you won't find the family that we have in this community, in this clubhouse. Joe said that Angela is not alone in the erratic texting. No, she's not. Like, I love the fact that my phone is like constantly lighting up. I have to keep it on the volume off. I can't, like, if that, it would just sound like ding, 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 ding constantly if I left the volume up. But I love it. Please keep sending them. They're so much fun. It is one of the best things that I have going in terms of having started and run this business. So it's been nearly 45 minutes. What have we covered? We have covered the growth of the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network. The Spotify Wrap came out today, and it's just outrageously, wildly high. Although I do have a bone to pick. Like, one of you couldn't just go and become a new audience member to get us to 1,000%. We had to stop at 999. Come on, people. Let's get to 1,000 next year. I don't know if that's plausible or not, but maybe we get to 1,000% in new audience for next year. But anyway, growth of EAPN has been phenomenal for the first year that it has been in existence. Let's keep that momentum going. Let's dwarf these numbers next year when we do this sort of recap again. We talked about the Run Club tour. Again, we're going to be in Oakland. We're going to be in Pittsburgh. We're going to be in Salt Lake City. We're going to be in San Francisco. We're going to be in Seattle. And we're going to be in Lebanon, Indiana as well. Come find the race that you can participate in, and let's race it. If you don't want to race and you want to come hang out, that's awesome too. Would love to have you around, get to meet you if I haven't met you yet. Break bread, have coffee, all that good stuff. January of 27, we are looking at a retreat in Los Angeles, most likely down near the beaches, Hermosa, Manhattan, Redondo, El Segundo over there, so that we can run on the Strand, go hang out, maybe go get some blended mochas from my guy Danny at Java Man. But be on the lookout for that. We're going to be taking the time this year to put together that retreat. We're hoping somewhere between 10 and 20 people that will be able to attend that. And then lastly, thank you. Thank you very much for showing up. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for commenting during the lives. Come and hang out on What's in Your Earbuds. We do the show 3 times a month on Monday. The next episode is on December 15th. Joe, you have no idea what the topic is going to be for the next show, but I'm giving you 12 days notice right now. We're going to be talking about songs that have question marks in them. For example, the most recent song that I keep hearing is "Where is My Husband?" Lady, if I knew the answer to that question on that song, I would sing it back to you. Other questions that have come up in my mind: Michael Jackson. I don't know if Annie is okay, but you've asked like 100 times. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? I hope she got back to you. Anyway, Joe, that's what our next episode is going to be on What's in Your Earbuds. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Come and hang out with us. The live show is off the charts with commentary flowing constantly. So make sure you do that. Before I sign off, Angela, yes, California 2027. I'm looking forward to you being there. And I will absolutely text you all of the pit stops that we're going to make along the way in 2026 for the Run Club tour. To my sister, I'm going to read what she wrote. As a little sister, to see my brother doing his thing and people knowing his name is so cool. Mama, we made it. Yeah, we did. We made it somewhere. I don't know if this was the goal, this was the destination, but shit, here we are, lady. We done did it. And Joe will be underprepared per the usual on our what's in your earbuds on December 15th. By the way, in 2 days on December 5th, our Food Fight Friday at the aid station will be featuring Mariah Zavala, where I will be presenting along with my co-host Adam Lee of Community Trail Running 3 foods that Maria is going to have to choose from, and she's going to have to choose to eat one of them, toss one of them, and carry one of them. Sort of like the fuck, marry, kill game, folks. So make sure you come to the live for that. It's 15 to 20 minutes that will have you in tears and set you off on the right weekend. Again, thank you so much. It's time for me to actually close this show out, because if I don't, I might be here for a record-setting 3-4 hour podcast. I appreciate you. You are all the best. Thank you so much. Don't forget, subscribe, rate, review, and if you use Spotify, comment on the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network, specifically episodes that have moved you. We reply to all of them. We comment back to all of them. We give you an emoji back to all of them as well. So just know that it's us that are doing it. Joe, Santino, Lori, and myself. We're responding to all of you. So make sure you do that. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. See you next week on the next Fireside Chat.